cheese salad with an orange vinaigrette dressing. And to start, we're going to roast some beets. Now this is more beets than we're going to need for one salad, but while we're roasting beets, we might as well roast a few. So now that they're all clean, we are going to put some oil on them and just simply oil them. I'm going to cover this with foil and I'm going to put it in a 400-degree oven for 90 minutes. And then we'll peel them after they've been roasted. And that's always quite the production, so stay tuned because it's fun. So all we need to do here is cover these and just pop the whole shebang right in the oven. You don't even have to check on this. You can just ignore it for 90 minutes and it'll be done when you take it out. Nice. There you go. The beets are all roasted. This was 90 minutes in a 400-degree oven. And I am wearing gloves because beets stain everything. And I'm going to peel these, and sometimes this peel will just rub right off if you use something abrasive like this paper towel. And it's kind of doing it, but not really. And I mean, it's nice when it works, and sometimes it really does work. But if it doesn't, we just use the vegetable peeler and it all works out just fine, which I may get to in a minute. It's kind of coming off.
Kind of looks like you're doing surgery with all the red and
yeah, and the gloves.
yeah, and then the white. I've been watching way too much Grey's Anatomy. Your beet's already dead though.
Beep, 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 beep.
It's no longer beating.
Yeah, so semi-successful with the paper towel, but this method also works just fine. And then we will cut these into cubes to keep in the refrigerator. And we'll use some of those in a salad, and we'll use some in maybe some other dish. 3 beets is quite a lot, so it goes a ways. But there's a peeled beet. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'll work on the rest of these and spare you the gory details. Roasted beet salad with an orange vinaigrette dressing. So this salad also includes some caramelized or candied I guess, pecans. So to make the candied pecans, we are going to take 3/4 cup of pecan halves and we're going to chop them. And this is not rocket science, or you just chop one way, and you can see I'm missing a few. I'm not worried about it. And then you chop back the other way. You pick those up, and you're leaving, there's some big pieces being left here, which is nice, and there's a lot of little crumbles. If you keep chopping, all you'll get is little chumbles.
Jumbles?
Little crumbles, so just let it be like that. So this is gonna go into the pan, and we're gonna heat them up. This is a dry pan, no oil. Just gonna put them in there, turn the pan on. Medium heat. I see a whole one in there. I can bust that up. But you see we have an assortment of sizes here. That's going to be really nice when we get all done. So while our pecans are heating up, let's make our salad dressing. This is an amazing dressing. It's really good. It's very easy. So we have frozen orange juice concentrate. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup, which is 4 tablespoons. And there's a theme that's going to develop here. So that's about that. And I'm going to put this in a jar that has a good lid. So I'm going to also use a 1/4 cup of olive oil. You'll see that a 1/4 cup of balsamic would be too much. So this is a 1/4 cup amounts to 4 tablespoons. So if you need to make this for 4 people and you're doubling this recipe, think of it in tablespoons. It'll be very clear to you what you need to do. But I'm just making this for 2, so it's 4 tablespoons of oil, 4 tablespoons of orange juice concentrate, and 2 tablespoons of balsamic. And this, you just shake and pour over the salad, and this is a really delicious dressing. Look how easy that was. All right, so our salads are already, I've already torn up the lettuce. What kind of lettuce, you might ask? Well, this is just a local organic red leaf lettuce. Whatever kind of lettuce you can find is great, but if you can find something local, something organic, why not? You're worth it, aren't you? In 2 weeks, we're going to be having lettuce out of our greenhouse, which is going to be nice. I grew my winter crops. I planted them really late in December, so they're just now getting to where we can eat them. If I'd done it in October, we would have been eating them all along. But this is our dressing, and it's good to make it ahead because it gives the orange juice concentrate, which is frozen, time to thaw out. So now, our pecans.
I'm coming. Wait for me.
Camera crew has to run now. Our pecans are getting warm. And all we really want, we're not trying to cook them or anything, we're just trying to warm this whole deal up here so that when we pour in, how much do you say? Well, I'm going to guess this should take about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, real maple syrup.
What does it usually call that? Usually call maple syrup something else.
Maple syrup?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because that rhymes, sort of. So if you put in too much, it's okay, but they kind of get sticky and they stick to each other, stick to the pan. If you just can get like 2 tablespoons in here, and then immediately stir it around so that all the nuts get a little bit of maple syrup on them. That's perfect. And then we're going to take this off the heat. Just let it cool. Try and keep it from sticking to each other. You can always bust them up later. We'll show that process when we get to assembling the salad. But that's that for making candied pecans to go on the salad. This is really good. You'll like it. Assemble our salad. So we have our lovely candied pecans here, and I've stirred them a few times as they're cooling down, so they're not terribly, glad you vacuumed this morning. So they're not terribly stuck together. What we're gonna do is just place these about the salad. And candied pecans, come on. This is a healthy excuse to eat candy.
They're so good. You could just snack on those. Cook them for a snack.
You could, but
What?
it wouldn't be on our diet. But they're really good. Maple syrup and pecans. How could you possibly go wrong? So I'm going to get these distributed here, which is kind of it's a thing. You want to distribute them. You'll notice that this salad has some hot sauce on it because I like hot sauce on my salad.
You're weird.
And Kelly does not because she's not weird. So there you go. And if you made too many nuts, you can just snack on them.
Yeah, just put them
while
on
you
my
wait
salad.
for dinner to come
or put
around.
them on Kelly's salad. There you go. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Now, next is beets. So we have our roasted beet cubes, which, doesn't everyone have roasted beet cubes laying around? You want to get a nice, generous helping of these on here because they're really delicious. So you definitely want them. Like, as I said before, it's nice to have red ones and yellow ones, but this time we just have red ones, so. Yeah, so get these all over because this is a big part of what the salad is. It's a beet and goat cheese salad, so you have to have the beets.
This really makes me want to break out into a couple different songs. Michael
Really?
Jackson and Got the Beat. Go-Go's.
Well,
Oh,
okay, so now the goat cheese. We have Cypress Grove. This says it's Fog Light. We've never had this before, but usually Humboldt Fog is really good. And I have to tell you that this cheese is made 2 blocks down the street here.
they told me the Fog Lights was because it's a small wheel.
So if that's the only difference, that's great.
Hopefully.
Because
we'll
Humboldt
see.
Fog is really good.
They lied.
But any kind of goat cheese, it really doesn't matter. What you want is something that has a little bit of pungence to it to counteract the sweetness of the... What am I encountering here? It's the skin.
The usual. So you could probably even use feta, right?
Well, yeah, I suppose you
I
could.
think you could.
Just sheep cheese instead
This
of goat
cheese
cheese.
is just so good.
But yeah, this is really good cheese.
And hashtag support local. Even if they're really, the owners are from Sweden. See that?
So it's got all this gooey outside because it's been aged, but it has, look at this inside here, it just crumbles. And that's what we're going for here.
This is really also a really good salad to make small versions to serve to guests.
You could have this as a,
Done that and people are really impressed.
you could definitely have this as a starter course to prime rib or
Those other things you make for guests.
yeah, I'm trying to think of
Beef
the
Wellington.
Wellington, that's what I was trying to think of. You know, if you're doing the full-on impress a guest dinner, this makes a great starter salad.
Alcott Chinook.
Yeah.
We won't let that other stuff go to waste at all. Just,
Salmon from the vessel Roma.
that's right.
Okay, so this is this is everything there is to this salad. We're going to put the dressing that we made on it and nothing else. That's it. It's a beautiful salad. It really tastes good.
I'm thinking a couple of borage blue flowers from the backyard might be really pretty on here.
Yeah, and since that's the only flowers we have right now.
Yeah, that'll make it lovely.
So maybe we'll get a picture of that before we finish this video. You'll have that. But it's just... This cheese is sticky, but I'll tell you, it's worth every moment that you fight with it.
And every bit you pay for it, it's really good stuff. And if you're wondering about the hot sauce, there's another video, I believe.
There is a video.
Of Matthew making his shack sauce, the Rocky Rocoto hot sauce that you could do.
It's, you know, it's your local ingredients. So there you go. All right, we're ready to serve up. Dinner time. Shake the dressing. The orange juice has had plenty of time to defrost in here.
It's good.
Get some close-ups. Maybe we can slow it down and make it look really good.
Okay. That looks good.
So you be careful about putting too much on because it'll just sit in the bottom. So we have some borage flowers to put on top and give us beauty. Actually, it's
odd numbers are best.
It's going off right now, so oh, look where that landed. Turn over. Stay.
It's all right.
Nope. There's 5. Is that
Okay.
odd
Odd
enough
is
for
always
you?
best for decorating. There you go. Looks good. Okay.
Okay, so there we have it. Roasted beet salad with an orange vinaigrette and goat cheese. Thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen, and we'll see you next time.